Tonight, the transition continues. Biden makes more moves to take over the White House as more cabinet members are announced. And new details in a crash on Highway 53 that sent 4 people to the hospital, how a Good Samaritan got caught up in the mix. Plus, distance learning extended. The Duluth superintendent makes that announcement today. How much longer your kids will be learning from home.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Anthony Mack. Kristen is off tonight. Thanks for joining us. Joe Biden formally introduced several members of his incoming administration today. President Donald Trump also made his first public appearance since administration officials began the formal transition process. But the president still has not conceded, now 3 weeks after Election Day. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
Well, good afternoon, everyone.
President-elect Joe Biden presented his key diplomatic and national security nominees Tuesday.
We're going to have the first woman lead the intelligence community, the first Latino and immigrant to lead the Department of Homeland Security, and a groundbreaking diplomat at the United Nations.
The picks include Alejandro Mayorkas to serve as Secretary of Homeland Security.
My father and mother brought me to this country to escape communism.
And Linda Thomas Greenfield to represent the United States at the UN.
Only in America would we be where we are today.
Nearly 3 weeks after the election, General Services Administrator Emily Murphy officially signed off on the beginning of the transition process.
I'm pleased to have received the ascertainment from GSA.
The Biden-Harris transition team is now in contact with federal agencies, and a key focus is the country's most pressing issue, the coronavirus pandemic. President-elect Biden sat down with NBC Nightly News anchor Lester Holt.
I think we're going to not be so far behind the curve as we thought we might be in the past. And there's a lot of immediate discussion, and I must say the outreach has been sincere.
The president did not address the transition, but made brief remarks praising the stock market.
I just want to congratulate all the people within the administration that worked so hard.
On Twitter, President Trump still says his challenges to the election results are moving full speed ahead.
So you invite President-elect Biden.
But CBS News has learned the president has signed off on sharing the high-level daily intelligence briefing with President-elect Biden.
This evening, President-elect Biden said he would meet with President Trump if the president asked. Next week, Mr. Biden is expected to unveil his economic team. Former Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen is rumored to be the front runner for Treasury Secretary. Let's check in on the weather now with Dave. Dave, a little foggy out there for a lot of people tonight.
Yeah, that's the aftermath of the precipitation that came down earlier today.
Okay.
It likely will stay foggy through tomorrow morning. I'll talk about where a fog advisory is in effect in a few more minutes. But right now we talk about the high temperatures today, which were pretty close to the normal of 31 degrees. Hibbing hit it dead on, beat it a little bit here in the Twin Ports region, undercut it just a hair up towards the Vermilion Iron Range, and didn't do too badly in Wisconsin or Michigan. Well, those warmer temperatures for some towns came courtesy of a warm front first and then an occluded front from a low pressure system that brought us that rain-snow mix. Well, that's going away, but the clouds linger, and the moisture lingers as well, hence the fog advisory, and tomorrow should be a cloudy day. But to the west, there's a high-pressure cell that'll try to clear us up on Thanksgiving, and by Friday should be pretty successful at it, and then we'll stay on the dry and sunny side for quite a spell. But for Wednesday, it should be mostly cloudy for most of the day. High temp around the Twin Ports starts out at 30, might be cooler inland, tops only around 35 degrees, which is a little bit warmer than normal. Our 7-day forecast says we'll stay perhaps a hair warmer than normal for most of the week. Does that mean a huge temperature tumble by this time next week? I'll let you know with the 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. 4 people were hurt in a nasty crash that closed northbound traffic on Highway 53 last night. It happened just after 5 at Highway 53 in Caribou Lake Road in Grand Lake Township. Officials say a Buick was northbound when it struck a deer. Another car, also headed north, hit the Buick after it stopped. 2 people were checking on the people in the Buick when a third car crashed into the other 2. The cars were pushed into the pedestrians. All 4 people had life-threatening injuries. And this week of Thanksgiving is notorious for its surge in car crashes. With more people on the roads and wintry conditions in the mix, CBS3's Kendall Jarbo shares what you can do to prevent a crash and how you should respond if you see someone else in need of help.
Despite the pandemic and stay-home advisories, drivers can expect holiday traffic. As you make a plan for your celebrations, it's important to add travel safety to your list.
If you are going to go someplace to gather for the holidays, make it a safe trip. You don't want to have somebody get a phone call saying, okay, I won't be there, I was just in a crash.
In order to prevent a crash, drivers should give themselves extra time to get to their destination, put away distractions, and adjust their speed to the weather.
Just because the speed limit says 60, 70, 55, whatever it is, doesn't mean you may want to drive that speed in those certain wintry mixes or that snow or ice that we may get. So
if you're involved in a crash, call 911, keep your seatbelt on, and don't get out of the car.
Other people are still driving on the road, and especially in wintry conditions, a vehicle may slide and it's unpredictable where they're going to go.
If you see someone else in a crash, it's tempting to get out and help. If you decide to pull over, stay in the car and call 911.
Too many people on the side of the road. I know some of those people who have been hit because cars coming down the road.
Giving drivers extra space, a small step to help keep people safe.
Another big reason for crashes during Thanksgiving is impaired driving. Always make a plan to get home safely. Duluth police are investigating a report of gunshots in the Central Hillside neighborhood. According to DPD, officers responded to the sound of shots near 6th Avenue East and 6th Street just after 8 p.m. Monday. We're told officers found evidence of the gunfire. Witnesses told police a possible suspect may have left the scene shortly after the shots were fired. No injuries were reported. Duluth Public Schools announced today distance learning will be extended through at least January 21st. Superintendent John Magus let parents know today to give them time to prepare. Magus says the district has seen an increase in students and staff testing positive. The Minnesota Department of Education and local health officials urge the district to make the shift to distance learning.
In certain circumstances, ability to find substitute teachers or substitute workers in other areas like facilities to clean and also our clericals and many other roles, it's a challenge right now.
Superintendent Magus says the district is tentatively planning to return to elementary hybrid learning on January 25th. Things are looking a little different for those hoping to head home for the holidays. COVID-19 has had an impact at the Duluth airport as they aren't seeing as many travelers, but the trends are moving upward in a positive direction. Airport officials have put up mask mandate signage throughout the facility and have hand sanitizer available at multiple locations. With social distancing barriers throughout the airport's check-in and security lines, they say it's important you plan extra time when navigating the airport. Officials want everyone to think twice before booking a ticket and getting on board.
Seeing positive growth is definitely a great thing. With our travelers, we ask them, of course, to travel with, when they're healthy, making sure that they are healthy and safe.
Officials have been told by both Delta and United Airlines they are pleased with how air travel is looking out of DLH and are continuing to follow safety guidelines when on board the aircraft. Minnesota's governor rolled out a new proposal today aimed at helping struggling families and businesses survive the pandemic. Governor Tim Walz said the legislation would help businesses through direct grant funding, waiving fees, and putting evictions on hold. It would also support families by extending unemployment benefits for 13 weeks, helping the 100,000 workers whose benefits run out at the end of the month. It would also give $500 each to struggling families, along with provisions to put food on the table. Governor Walz called it a significant proposal and says he wants to work with the legislature to get it passed quickly.
The speed with which we move some of these things can really make a difference, both in terms materially for these folks, but I also think it sends a strong signal that we are united to fight COVID-19.
House Republicans also unveiled their economic relief proposal featuring a $400 million grant program for businesses, a 3-month delay in sales tax collections, and some license fee cuts. Governor Walz says he's open to ideas and wants to work across the aisle to get meaningful relief passed. Well, it's now down to just one permit needed to start the Line 3 replacement pipeline project in Minnesota. The Minnesota Public Utilities Commission gave the green light today for Enbridge's $2.6 billion project. The state authorization comes just a day after the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers issued final federal permits for the project. All that remains now is a final stormwater permit from the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency before construction can begin. The pipeline is already completed in North Dakota and Wisconsin. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, COVID-19 has made many folks reliant on a good internet connection. How one county hopes to make staying connected easier. We've got the details next.
Today's record high is 53 from 1890. Today at the airport, it hit 32, 1 degree warmer than normal. A trend will follow for a few more days here where we bubble over normal by at least a couple of degrees. Any more snow in sight after we've shaken off tonight's? I'll let you know after our break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live, local, CBS 3.
Wow, a new Buick for me?
To James from James. That's just what I wanted.
Is this a new Buick?
I Secret Santed myself.
I shouldn't have, but I have been very good this year.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
This year turned Black Friday into Buick Friday, all month long. Now during Buick Friday, pay no interest for 84 months on most 2020 Buick SUV models.
When facing a major healthcare decision, it's wise to seek a second opinion from a team of established experts. Financial decisions deserve the same level of care and expertise. At MPPL Financial, we develop your plan by assembling a personalized team that includes experts in multiple disciplines. So the result is a coordinated care plan that covers all areas of your financial life. Your outcome depends on the quality of care you receive. Call today to set up your free second opinion consultation or visit mpplfinancial.com.
Okay, Mr. Medicare figure-outer. One last question. What's the cost?
For many, Part A is free. Cost goes up the more parts you add. But UCare has Medicare Advantage plans that come with everything you need.
Sounds good. And so does your bike. Now.
Yeah, thanks to you, she's purring like a kitten on a bed of yarn.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah, I just made it up. You can steal it for your bike shop.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
The holiday season is truly the most magical time of the year. It's the perfect time to appreciate Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Everything is a little different this year, but it has never been more important to support the local businesses you know and cherish. Enjoy the sights, safely browse local shops, and bring home tasty treats. This year, your gathering will be smaller and your visit shorter, but your loyalty and commitment make a big impact. The Greater Downtown Council invites you to celebrate the season.
It's Chevy Truck Month. It's Deck Building Month. It's Toy Hauling Month. It's Explore New Ground Month. It's the month to get things done. Make it your own and make every month Chevy Truck Month.
Get a total value of $5,500 on this 2020 Silverado Crew Cab pickup. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Live, local, CBS 3. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
The snow is pretty much wrapped up here in our region, and road conditions, they're not perfect out there, so do travel cautiously if you have the graveyard shift here, traveling in Minnesota and now in Wisconsin, too. Closer to the lake, the roads have degraded just a little bit here. Dense fog advisory is also in effect for a good portion of Minnesota's Arrowhead, east central Minnesota, and down towards the Twin Cities. In Wisconsin, it also includes Burnett County and Douglas County. The rest of the region should have fairly decent visibility, again, if you're working the overnights here and have to travel here after the news is done. By tomorrow morning, hopefully after 6 a.m., things clear up and it'll help with the morning commute. I don't think any more snow is coming to wreck any commutes now for the next week. This is about it for the next 7 days. It's going to be pretty dry, perhaps not overly sunny tomorrow, but after that, it starts to clear up and perk up as far as the sun quotient goes. Now, let's look at the current conditions before we get more into the forecast. And at the airport in Duluth, it's 33 degrees. That relative humidity is locked in on the high side at 92%, hence the dense fog advisory. West winds going 6 miles per hour, and the air pressure holding steady, getting towards the middle, not really high, not really low, 1,013 millibars, a sign that our low is leaving and a high is coming, but it's taking its own sweet time. We may get partial sunshine by Thanksgiving. It's Friday when it will really take over the sky and make things sunny for several days. Current temps are in the low 30s in the Upper Peninsula, low 30s as well for northwestern Wisconsin, and about 30 to 35 degrees here in northern Minnesota. And you can experience the entire range by taking a trip up from the border with the B-Dub up to Gunflint down towards Grand Marais by the lake. Low temperatures here tonight should range from the 20s inland to about 30 degrees right by Lake Superior. All right, we get a look at the Doppler map, and the precip from earlier today, which was never overly heavy but fairly persistent, is starting to wrap up in our region, and it's departing even the Upper Peninsula. And it may not clear up tonight. No, we'll hold on to the tail end of this low pressure system, which is going to keep us on the cloudy side here through our Wednesday. Should be dry, but cloudy. And then getting into Thanksgiving on Thursday, no precip as a high comes around. It should be dry, but the sunshine may be a little bit elusive here on Thursday. It'll be partly sunny. But once we get into Friday and the weekend, the high really migrates into our region, takes over, and gives us a clear to partly cloudy sky for several days, maybe 5 or so. All right, forecast here tonight in Minnesota. There's the low temps that'll drop to as cool as 22 towards International Falls and stay as warm as 31 right by Park Point. And the precip around our region for Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan, as I said, is pretty much over. Low temps in Wisconsin, Michigan should run 28 to 30 degrees. South wind will go 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, well, the wind in Wisconsin becomes calm, and we hold on to that mostly cloudy sky. With high temps that'll run 36 to 39, keeping in mind that 31 is the normal. Hey, it's warmer than normal. In Minnesota, it should be as well, with a range going 33 to 36 with that mostly cloudy sky. Wind in Minnesota should be northerly 5 to 10. And now with the extended forecast, the high, which as I mentioned has taken its time getting here, won't be quite in charge on Wednesday, but it shows some sign of taking over on Thursday. Then it'll be here by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with a mostly sunny to partly sunny sky. Getting pretty warm, culminating with 40 on Saturday and sunshine, Tony. But Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, temperatures dip from the 30s down into the 20s, and it becomes more seasonable after this little mini warm spell.
I think our ice anglers in the region are going to like those temperatures more on Monday, Tuesday, where you get freezing all day versus thaw in the afternoon and freeze overnight. So.
Exactly. Remember that picture last night of Shagwell Lake and Ely where people have been throwing rocks to test the ice?
Got to test it out,
It's going to clog up the boat landing after a few hundred years of that.
You never know. Thanks, Dave. Well, in a time where people are relying on internet more now than ever before, Douglas County residents are struggling to find quality broadband access. But a solution may soon be in their near future. CBS3's Leanne Valdez shares how the county is asking the community to help.
You can't go outside, but you can't get on the internet, so it's like, okay, what do I do?
If 2020 has proved anything, it's that internet is essential.
If both parents are working from home and all your kids are, working or learning from home, and you have a really slow internet connection, nothing's going to get done.
Douglas County officials and Northwest Regional Planning Commission are hoping a county-wide internet survey will help them figure out what areas need better broadband access.
One of the questions would be, are you satisfied? Do you like your internet provider?
The survey also asks Douglas County residents where internet service exists, the quality of that service, learn how businesses are using it, and the cost of broadband. IT administrator at discoverpc.net, Travis Elm, says the survey is vital for the future and could save you a trip and money.
One of the benefits of filling this out is that the less likely of having to bring something in for, hey, I think my computer has a problem, but really it's the internet connection, your stability connection,
Superior Mayor Jim Payne also launched a similar initiative Tuesday, the Superior Broadband Survey.
The more information we have, the better we can craft a program that serves everybody.
For information on how you can take either survey, log on to our website, cbs3duluth.com. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the stock market hit a new record today. Find out why it's soaring next.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Healthy Systems USA Black Friday sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Van Dielen, Chief Medical Officer at St. Luke's. While the holidays might feel a little different this year, they can be just as magical. Let's take this time to enjoy the small things that make this season so special, and maybe even discover some new traditions. Thank you for everything you've done and continue to do to keep our community safe. From all of us at St. Luke's, have a safe, happy, and healthy holiday season.
Dear Wallet, Toyota Black Friday is revving up. Packing the tech, packing the style, packing the safety, and packing the deals. The best part about Toyota Black Friday, you can get it all to go in one sleek package. Yours, Toyota. Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash on a new 2021 RAV4. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
In 2016, Mike missed out on a tax credit because he didn't get his health insurance through MNsure. He was sure he made too much money to qualify. He did it again the following year. And again. And again. And you get the picture. Every year, thousands of Minnesotans miss an exclusive tax credit through MNsure that averages over $5,100 a year. This year, be sure you're not one of them.
Maybe I should go through MNsure this year.
That is exactly right, Mike.
At Miners National Bank of Eveleth, we know it takes knowledge, dedication, and teamwork to be the home loan experts. With over 115 years and 4 family generations, we have proven we have the experience to be the best in the business. For your first or next home loan, call the experts you can trust at Miners National Bank. Their teamwork is unmatched, and they will bump out any rough spots along the way. Make your house a home with Miners National Bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Healthy Systems USA Black Friday sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Von Duluth Casino is hiring. Apply today.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below average trend
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3. Live, local, CBS3.
The stock market surged into uncharted territory today, surpassing 30,000 points for the first time ever. The market has been in a month-long rally, boosted by progress on coronavirus vaccines. The Dow's milestone marks a speedy comeback from March, when the index dove below 19,000 points as the pandemic tightened its grip. Now investors are signaling optimism that an economic recovery is in sight. They were also celebrating Joe Biden's expected choice of former Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen as his Treasury Secretary. The president also made a surprise appearance in the White House briefing room to celebrate the stock market's milestone, but did not take questions. It took the Dow just 4 years to climb from 20,000 points to 30,000. Still ahead in sports, a huge opening weekend for UMD women's hockey team. A few players garnered conference awards. Kelly's in next.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Iron Mining Association, Range Regional Airport, and Miners National Bank of Eveleth.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
November is Black Stainless Month at Johnson Mertz, and the best time to save big on brands you love, including Whirlpool. Whether you're replacing one appliance or your entire kitchen suite, consider Whirlpool's Black Stainless as a softer, warmer alternative to traditional stainless steel. Plus, its fingerprint-resistant finish makes cleanup a breeze. So hurry in during Black Stainless Month and upgrade your kitchen with Whirlpool appliances. Johnson Mertz, it's a trusted name.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years, and we're not taking this year off. So the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event begins now. We're giving you the best deals of the season on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. So get the family together and make some joy this season. Ford, built for the holidays. Now get over $5,000 in total cash on an Escape. That's over $5,000 in total cash. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Your friends at Security Jewelers love the holidays a ton. We are delighted to help our customers find something for their special one. Parents, children, a spouse, or a friend. A gift from Security Jewelers says you care without end. Some gifts are large and some gifts are small. This year, more than ever, heartfelt gifts mean the most of all. It might be a watch or a shiny new ring. Trust Security Jewelers to help you find the very best thing.
Happy holidays!
What do you get when you add care from Essentia Health and coverage from UCare? Essentia Care, now available for a more affordable price. Essentia Care's Medicare Advantage plans have premiums that start at $0 per month in select counties. You'll be able to see your Essentia Health provider at our 15 hospitals and 71 clinics. Plus, Essentia Care plans allow you the freedom to see any provider who accepts Medicare. Compare and shop plans at ucare.org/EssentiaCare.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live local CBS3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
It has certainly been not an ideal week for the Gopher football team. They were forced to cancel their in-person activities earlier today due to COVID-19 related issues. Well, now as a result, the Gophers and the Wisconsin Badgers will not be battling for Paul Bunyan's axe this weekend. As reported by a few sources earlier today, the game will not go on as scheduled due to COVID-19 concerns. The team originally paused practice today with the hopes of resuming tomorrow. The Gophers missed 22 players in last week's Purdue game, which head coach P.J. Fleck said half were COVID-19 positive tests. This is just the second time in 130 years that the two teams will not square off in a season. The game will be ruled no contest and will not be rescheduled. Wisconsin has already missed 2 conference games due to COVID-19. Because they will miss a third, they are officially no longer eligible for Big Ten title contention. The UMD women's hockey team started this season pretty much exactly the way they wanted. Down in Mankato this past weekend, the Bulldogs outscored the Mavericks 12-3 over 2 games to start the season undefeated. Now, 2 standouts in those games, senior defenseman Ashton Bell and freshman forward Clara Van Wieren, picked up a pair of WCHA weekly honors. Bell garnered WCHA Defenseman of the Week, while Van Wieren reeled in WCHA Rookie of the Week as well. Bell led all NCAA players from all positions in scoring with national high of 5 points with 1 goal and 4 assists. Van Wieren led all WCHA rookies and finished second among NCAA freshmen with 2 goals and an assist against the Mavericks. And UMD will take on Minnesota this Friday and Saturday. We'll have more previewing that series tomorrow night. And speaking of Minnesota, the Golden Gophers have fared well to start the Big Ten play on the men's side. Tonight, taking on Ohio State, Nathan Burke and Scott Reedy with goals for Minnesota. Jack LaFontaine with the 22-save shutout improves the Gophers to 4-0 with the 2-0 win. And to say this has been a different start to the college hockey season for junior captain Noah Cates of the UMD men's hockey team would be an understatement. It was back in the spring that the Stillwater native took over for the C for Nick Wolf and Hunter Shepard. It's now about 8 months later, and Noah and company have yet to see a game. So what is it like to have to lead the charge in unprecedented times? Well, because of COVID health and safety restrictions, players have to dress away from the arena. The only time they really get to see each other is on the ice.
See a huge part of any team and kind of building a championship team. Like I saw my freshman year, how close we were and how big that was to playing into our success. In the pod, we're hoping to be able to be together more, play some cards, kind of have that bus trip, that time in the hotel, the little stories, just kind of having fun and being able to be around each other. So we're obviously all looking forward to that, but there's definitely been those challenges.
A challenge indeed to navigate at times. He said the team has done what they can. They schedule golf outings and other socially distanced outdoor activities in order to spend time as a team. Head coach Scott Sandelin speaks to Noah and the other three captains, Cole Koepke, Louis Rail, and Nick Swaney, as well as the upperclassmen in their leadership during this time.
He's such an example, I think, as a leader, right? I think for me, that's one of the things that's impressed me the most since he's been here is every day he comes to the rink and he's got a purpose to what he's doing. He wants to get better. He's always doing something to make his game better. He's not told by a coach every day he's got to do this. He's just, you know, to me as a coach and as a coaching staff, that's what you love in your leaders is guys you don't have to say a lot to that are very self-motivated and set a good example for your team. And I think he's one of those guys that does that.
And UMD faces Denver for their first game of the NCHC bubble that begins next week. That is a game you can watch on My9 Sports. And hey, almost all of UMD's games from the bubble will be on My9 Sports. You're going to want to screenshot this schedule, or you can head to CBS3Duluth.com for a full list of games. UMD drops the puck for their first game of the bubble December 2nd against 5th-ranked Denver. And that's going to do it for sports for now. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Hey, no cell phones at the table. But it's Grandma.
Hi, Mom. It's Slumberland's biggest Thanksgiving sale in 3 years. You'll get an additional 25% off our already low prices at Slumberland.
Honey, what are you doing?
Carpet's getting a little long. Tripping hazard.
It's okay to be a little overprotective.
Seriously?
After all, it's how we feel about our customers. Western National Insurance.
At Fleet Farm, we believe holidays should be spent together. We'll be closed Thanksgiving Day so our team members can spend time with their families. Because it's more than just the holidays. It's baking in Grandma's kitchen, Grandpa's famous smoked turkey, and of course, sharing memories. We'll be closed Thursday, but you can shop the big 3-day event early online starting 8 p.m. Wednesday. From all of us at Fleet Farm, happy Thanksgiving.
It's Chevy Truck Month. It's Deck Building Month. It's Toy Hauling Month. It's Explore New Ground Month. It's the month to get things done. Make it your own and make every month Chevy Truck Month.
Get a total value of $5,500 on this 2020 Silverado Crew Cab pickup. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance towards the purchase of eligible accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Make this the best holiday ever with the True Love Guarantee from Numi Jewelers. Give the gift of shimmering diamonds. This diamond earring and pendant set is $199 now through Small Business Saturday. Numi Jewelers, where true love is guaranteed.
I've got one for you. See, UCare, Health Plan Demystifiers and Sleeve Roller Uppers.
UCare, Health Plan Demystifiers and Sleeve Roller Uppers.
Sounds so good when you say it. 96% of all providers accept UCare because they rock so hard.
96% of all providers accept UCare because they ride so hard. Can we pull over?
What's our tagline?
UCare People-Powered Health Plan.
So good.
With all this family fun time, you need a good night's sleep. Come to Slumberland's huge Thanksgiving mattress sale and get an extra 25% off our already low prices. Get the Sealy Posturepedic Queen mattress for just $3.99. Only at Slumberland.
Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual gift giver sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Well, if you're looking for a tasty holiday treat for a Star Wars fan on your gift list, Baby Yoda's Space Cookies could be just the thing. Williams-Sonoma is offering a new product called Navarro Nummies. The inspiration came from a scene in Season 2 of The Mandalorian where Baby Yoda uses the Force to steal cookies. Spoiler alert, my goodness, I wish someone had warned me of that. The officially licensed French-style almond macaroons will come with a creamy, rich vanilla filling and a rich price tag as well. The Nummies dessert carries the out-of-this-world price tag of nearly, $50 a dozen. That's like $4 a cookie, Dave. That's way outside my budget.
Yeah, we could afford 2 cookies an hour around here.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
Snow stopped?
Yeah, I think so, but the fog will linger, could stick around through tomorrow morning. There's an advisory for it for a good portion of our region. Cloudy tomorrow, but dry. Then the sun starts to peek out for Thanksgiving, and it really hits us once we get into the weekend.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.